Hello world, today we are going to see how to feed the beast with your toxins. Here we have the pool with some presents, the mask system and the video players that we are going to see in another video how to work with them. But now let's learn how to create our one, for the pool and for the post effects. Press ESC, go to the star, the pool is here, but you can also easily access most of the important parts from the star here, the shortcut. Here we have the mask and the video players, but now let's concentrate on these two, the generators and the effects. The generators are all the toxins that generate videos and images, and effects is a container that can select all the other layers of the mixers and process them. This is not fundamental, it's something I found it really useful. These two containers must have these fundamental specs, but it's quite easy. We are going to see them together, and let's start with something super easy because I don't want to make long tutorial and hope will be enough for you to learn. Let's create two bays. Let's call it gen dot and fx feedback. Gen and fx in the beginning, just for sorting them in the UI and separate them. As we see here, they must have two tags, mixer and preset, because the mixer and the pool is watching for all the comps that have the mixer tag, and the preset system will save all the custom parameters of all the comps that have the preset tag in all the network. Select all of them. Let's add mixer and preset. They need to have something important, the name of the tox. It will be dot for this example, and for the generators, the resolution. I prefer to take it separated because it's something we don't need to see, but it's something fundamental for the project to work. Into the resolution, let's create a resolution parameter, xy and par, enough. The resolution must watch to the size of the resolution. That is the size we are going to set in the UI, and is the only parameter that is not going to be presetted, so you can change it every evening if you want, and it will affect all your toxins. For the feedback, what do we need? A custom parameter called source, that is a menu, and inside a select top pointing to this source menu. This source menu will be auto-updated every time we add and delete something in the mixer, and we are going to see soon how it works. So give the name for the feedback, because this page name is what we see in the UI for the parts, and let's create this. That have to be this name because it's automatically going to search for source to auto-update the list. This. Okay, enough. Let's start from the generator. Make something super easy, like a simple circle and an out one. That can be the out one top, but can also be a null that is cheaper for the GPU. Connect the resolution to the parent parameter. And let's create some custom parameters. Here. What do we want to modify in real time? For example, the radius, bind. In this way we can modify it from here, and from here nothing changes, so we will be able to edit from the network and from the UI at the same time. The position, for example, the fill color, the border width, border color, and softness. We can separate to make it easier to see, and should be enough for us now. Let's go and create the effects. Select top that must point the parent source. That will be the name of all the toxins that are active in the mixer, but for the select top we must watch for the out one into them. So let's convert it to a string and add /out1. Then we're going to create a super simple feedback system, but let's end the most important process. Let's go and see how we see them. Okay, clicking on them here, we can activate them and we can delete from here, but also from here, or with the destroy, we delete everything. We can see here, we now see only the other one, obviously it's not seeing itself. And here we can go up with opacity. When we click on them, we see the parameters. There's a lot of space because we can be able to write long sentences and do a lot of math here that I found really useful. And for example, let's take two of these from -.5.5 and connect them here and here. Wonderful. Let's go and work with the feedback system. Here we have a button that will make us access to the network of the selected comp. So into the feedback we must have a reset button that if you make it a pulse or momentary is really nice, because there will be an automatic system that every time you press 1 from the UI, here we have the buttons from the keyboard. You can just press set and add your favorite stuff here and deactivate or reactivate them. And every time you press 1, obviously it's not connected to anything now. Okay, so we were here, the parent. Okay, feedback, the reset, no, to feedback. Cool, give me some more space. This. a level with the post opacity. Hey, wait, perfect. The opacity. Let's separate them. Displays, float, add, exactly size, this one, more than enough, and connect them here. Fine, cool. Let's see, yes, also the other, both of them. The displays is based on the noise, so let's add some parameters from the noise. Super fast. Okay. And the transform. The scale. Okay. Should be enough. And voila. And every time we press one, it automatically resets. We don't have to go from here and drag it here, it's automatic. Okay, we have our super fantastic dot. Let's go to the analyze, take the power, dot, power, radius, reference. Here, oh yeah, fantastic. We can also have something smoother if you want. Like this or this. Let's go and see how to... too much. And let's see how to make our comps for the post effects. Let's go back to the pool. For example, we can have many of them, and when you go back, here we have the mixer with all our layers, quite nice, and the feedback. Now you can select each one of them. Here you have the opacity and the blending methods, how to fit. If the resolution is different, it can be useful for the video players, for example, and how to extend outside the limits. Then we have the rotate, the position, for the pivot, the translate and scale. Let's play and see what happens. Now that we have our nice system here, let's work a bit with this, a bit of displays, maybe a smaller period. Scale it, maybe just going up like a smoke. Yeah, nice, really nice. Let's go to the post effects. Okay, here in the post effects, as we were seeing, we have something ready, a level 1 and a level 2. That is like a super simple color process. See the parameters, it's a simple level. And a level 2 that have also an RGB for the output at the end. I normally use them at the beginning and at the end of the chain. Now let's see. Here we can create our own post effects. It's quite easy. You can just take this, copy and paste, and let's make, for example, a hue. If we want to change the color. Here we can simply delete it and create a new base with an input and an output. This time it must be and output top. And inside here we can create anything. So let's make, for example, the HSV adjust, and create some custom parameters like the hue offset. Enough. And it must be named FX, because the name is here. Now we see, that's the way. Here and FX. Exactly. Now let's go back to the UI. We can see the hue. For the mixer we can swap the order, and also here. So let's position this inside, and if we click on it, make our dot red from his parameter and go back to the hue, and you can see we can move the hue. So the feedback will take one comp as an input, and the post-process will post-process what is coming out from the mixer. And here we have a part where you can decide how the post effect affect the mixer. We have a dry wet of all the chain and how to composite on top of it. For example, this is a screen, so we will have one top of the other. We can exclude them, multiply them, everything, as always. Yeah, I was forgetting to show you, if some projects you have ready and you want to put them into, is more easy than all the process we were seeing now. For example, yesterday night I was having 2 tutorials for GLSL and how to put them into. Let's see, for example, wait, make the Sobel. Inside here, delete this, Sobel, call it FX, yes, and it's ready. Let's see something, and let's make an FX for the quantize. Let's go to the pool, FX, drag and drop it, our select, parent dot par dot source string plus one, and add a customized component, source menu, yes, here, and then divide FX. Let's add it, mixer, preset, cool, yes, the feedback, really nice. Into the hue we must add a preset, and also to the Sobel, otherwise they will not be presetted. And that's all. Have fun. See you in the next video.